Thank you very much, and thank you for having me. My name is Louis Wesseling, I'm 27, and I'm going to tell you a story about how I set up a company a year and a half ago with 3 of my best friends. And it's the best thing I've done in my life up until now, so I would like to inspire all of you young kids in here to do it as well. But before I go on, I'm going to tell you what Salsa Shop is. Salsa Shop is a restaurant in Amsterdam. Well, actually, it's 3 restaurants in Amsterdam now. And what we serve is fast, casual food. Fast food, it's combined of 2 things. So you have fast food, so you can get your food fast. I mean, within a minute and a half, you'll have your meal. And you can enjoy the atmosphere of a casual restaurant. So combine these 2 things, and people have the best of both worlds, and it works really well. Other than that, Salsa Shop is, I'm telling you, the best place to go for Mexican food in Amsterdam. We serve tasty, mouth-watering, quick, fresh food. And I still eat there. We've done it for a year and a half. I still eat there twice a day. It's a miracle. I don't look like a hippo, but that's what happened. Okay, guys, before I go on about Salsa Shop, I'll take you back. In 2007, I was sitting exactly where you guys are sitting now. I had no idea what to do with my life. I thought maybe I go to Amsterdam, maybe I go to Groningen. I don't know. I just wanted to study. My dad told me that I had to go study. So I went to Groningen because I went there. There was a party once and it was really good. So I went there, studied business, and I was pretty average, I think. I mean, I did what I had to do and I got by. And I finished my studies in the time that I should. One thing, I did join a student association, and I think all of you youngsters that are thinking where you want to go, please do that, because it really makes you come out of your comfort zone and socially develops you. And I think that's even more important than grades, which is debatable, obviously, but I think it's more important. Anyway, I finished in Groningen, and then I got a job in Amsterdam at a really nice advertising agency. Flashy, headquarters in the center of Amsterdam, really nice office, nice people. But I was sitting there, and I worked there for 2 months, and I knew this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And then I was talking to a friend of mine who lived in London, and he called me and he said, "Louis, you love food. You should come over here and see how popular Mexican food is here." And I thought, how can Mexican food be popular? I knew the Dutch Mexican food, you know, the stuffy, cheese-filled sombreros on the wall, you know, the disgusting stuff that nobody really wants to eat. So I went there with a roommate of mine, and we went there for a weekend, and we had a look at all the Mexican places in London. And there are a lot. And it was delicious, like absolutely delicious. So then and there, me and my 3 friends said, okay, this is an opportunity we have to seize, and we're going to start this in in Amsterdam. So I flew back. That was a Sunday. On Monday, I walked into my boss's office, and I told him, I know I've been working here for 2 months, but I'm leaving. And he said, okay, what are you going to do? He said, I said, I'm going to sell burritos. And they said, okay, good luck, see you later. I said, okay, that's fine. I walked out of his office, went home, went to bed, quite nervous, I must say, woke up the next morning, and I had no idea what I had to do, because I never started a company before. And then me and the guy I started it with sat at the kitchen table and said, okay, and this is my first tip, and they said, okay, how do we start a company from scratch if we don't know what to do? So what we did is we made a short list of all the guys in Amsterdam that started fast food chains before us. We made a short list, and we contacted all of them. And there's one big advantage. People that have their own company love to talk about it. So you just go to them, you walk into their office, or you call them, and you tell them, okay, listen, I really admire what you're doing. Can you please talk to me? Please always say, I really admire what you're doing, because that helps a lot, yeah? So then you walk into his office, and then you have to prep this carefully, yeah? You have to prep this carefully. You have to ask them questions, and I'm telling you, these people can help you so much, because they've been through it all. And like getting that information from these people helped us a lot, and that cost us a lot less money in the long run. So best-in-class examples is really important. Also, it's really important to not to be penny wise and pound foolish. Like if you're bad at something, you really have to let someone else do that. For instance, me, I'm very bad at finance and accounting, and we have a really good accountant. If we would not have had that guy, I think our company would have gone belly up. Otherwise, okay, so, and that's important. Then focus is also really important. If you want to start a company, it's really important to focus and to be the best in what you do. So our goal was to sell the best Mexican food in Amsterdam. So if you eat at our place, our goal is to stay in your mind forever. Like when you think of a burger, you think of McDonald's or Burger King, and that's what we want to do with Mexican food. So focus on one product and don't diversify too much. For instance, we had a neighbor that started at the same time, and he had a shop, and he sold chocolate, fruit, mashed potatoes, tosties, coffee, and that went wrong. That went hopelessly wrong. And now this guy started a new business where he sells bread rolls and pieces of sausage rolls, and he's opening a second restaurant. So focus and talk to best-in-class people. But then there's one more thing that really bothers me, because I started this company, and a lot of my friends come up to me, and they can do the same, but they ask me, it's so difficult, all these difficulties you run into when you're starting your own company, and I don't dare take the chance, but it's not so difficult to start your own company, and I think being young as you guys are, you should really think about starting a company as soon as you can, because that learns you the principles of starting a company. For instance, if you like cooking, you should start your own catering company and go to your dad and mom and ask if you could cater their parties or your family and friends. And that learns you exactly, because you have to have employees, and you have to pay your employees. Maybe if you make enough money at the end of the year, you have to do a VAT or something like that. And that teaches you the basic principles, and that makes you less afraid of starting a company later on. And I'm telling you, having your own company, running your own company is the best thing that I've done in my life, and I assure you that you should all give it a shot when you're young and when you're older, because you won't forgive yourself if you don't, I think. Thank you very much.